Most dearest, respectful Shrotas, welcome, hearty greeting, gratitudes, congratulations. Let us travel with all excitement, interest, inspiration, not in physical distances, but in our Adhyatmika journey, along with Sri Vasishthaji and Bhagwan Rama, where they are having the Adbhuta Samvada, the Tattva teachings to us, the beautiful story aspects, and so many of the sublime knowledges. May we, with our sincere attending all these classes and trying to study, as the text progresses ahead, may our intellects also become subtle enough and equipped fully with such beautiful knowledge, contemplating on which we understand and accept the presence of substratum, the reality, and also get the full knowledge about what sadhanas to be done to realize that reality. And why not even start our journey? And why anybody can stop us even from reaching the destination? Here we are, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, third Utpatthi Prakaranam in the Leelopakhyanam. Today, after seeing that Bhranti Vichara Varnanam, the story aspect is taken up, wherein as these people are talking to each other, the enemies attack, and then slowly the Viduratha Rajas, Rajyam gets defeated by the enemies, and they even the enemies attack, burn the houses, use all the weapons, and try to destroy it. All that even the night time happening. So that story we will see today. And the lesson to be learnt is in the Laukika Bhautika Stula Prapancha, even though it is Mithya, yet because of the individual and totals sankalpas, so many things happen and appear to be actually happening with all the experiences giving of the dukkhas, disappointments, etc. So, with all the experience of successes, failures, miseries, happinesses experienced at the individual and samashti level in this Sthula Bhautika Jagat, with all those experiences, yet from the absolute standpoint, all these are only the Maya Krita. It's our Mithya Kalpita. So that is what is Vedanta's final teaching, which we have to intellectually apprehend and spiritually or meditationally even go beyond all these and experience that reality. May we be day by day become stronger in this knowledge. And why not? When we study such Shastras every day, certainly it will happen. Even though we are in the Kali Yuga, yet if we are committed, if we are doing the study and sadhana, how does it matter which yuga we are in? So too, with all our prarabdhas, we can even conquer them if our efforts are up to the mark, go beyond and realize it. May this faith become stronger in us day by day, inspiration become deeper day by day, committed sadhana becomes intense day by day. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti, 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Bhakti Yoga Dharma, Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाधारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचंद्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने अग्निदग्ध गृहादि वर्णनं नाम त्रिचत्वारिंशः सर्गः। 43rd सर्ग, the varnana of the gruha adi, which are dagdha in the agni. So Narayana, let us see that what was Viduratha said. O mother, I am a very small, tiny king. When anybody come to me requesting, their visit to me, seeing me, doesn't go waste. I give them. Then you are the bestower of greater than the greatest, higher than the highest things. So how can your darshana to me go waste without bestowing? I just will leave this body and come, as told you by you too, that Raja Padmas Sharira, along with this mantri as well as the he has a daughter, I think, along with the unmarried Kumari daughter, Kumarika. So Saraswati Mata in the last loka said, "Oh Raja, you come. What is there about it? Doubt. Enjoy your that earlier kingdom, which is full of all riches, etc." And then, mind you, there is no history in the past that people have asked us something and they went without getting it. It never happened. So, Agacha Rajyam Uchita Artha Vilasa Charu Pragjanma Mandalapate Kuru Nirvishankam. This is what she said. Come and enjoy Rajyam Kuru. Kingdom rule karo. Secondly, Asmabihi, by people as, like us, Arthijana Kama Nirakritihi. The Nirakarana, discarding of Kamana, the desire by Arthijana, those who are in need, Drushta na Kachana, discarding their request is never seen. Kadachidapi, and even once, iti vidhi. This is a very powerful things for us if really tuned. It's all question of our tuning with intense, deep bhakti and shraddha. So what Mother Saraswati says and what we have to learn from it is with the pure Shraddha, even in it, in this Mithya Kalpita Dvaita Jagat, with pure Shraddha, when we worship the Devata Gana, they fulfill our desires. So let us do our daily upasanas for any of the Devatas or many of Devatas on whom we have the inclination with utmost Shraddha and ask from them our safety, security. No doubt, even some of the comforts. But more importantly, ask from them from a pure, noble life, outer service oriented life, effortlessly. Ask from them the Bhakti Jivanam, the Yoga Jivanam. Will they not give? Definitely. Ask from them the Tattva Jnana, Tattva Anubhuti. More important than all that, all this taught in our Vedic and Sanatana Dharma Samskriti, in our Shastras, in our Parampara. Ask Mother to save, to protect, empower the entire Sanatana Dharma. We can ask, may we, O Mother, be blessed with, thousands of people like Rama, thousand times more dedicated to Dharma like Rama and Saru. May we have millions of Vasishthas, Vishwamitras, the Valmikis. May we have hundreds and thousands of the sages, wandering on this earth and teaching the Dharma and Moksha. I to ask it every day. May this whole Bhumandala be filled with the yogis, the rishis, the munis, the sadhu pungavas, who with the help of Shastra teach all human beings to begin with, even the listening animals, the Tattva Jnana, the Brahma Jnana. To whichever the birds, etc., sometime come, in that also we see the Jiva, Sadhaka, may this Jnana enter into them. We pray to the Lord. If we do it intensely, then Sanatana Dharma will be very strongly established. Then the people will have the effortless Arthakama to the extent required. Dharma will be conducted by all without anybody obstructing, and Moksha Marga becomes Sulabha for all. We have the thousands of Arjunas, the Lakshmanas, the Bharatas, the Hanumans. In the modern world, may we have lakhs and crores of the Suradasas, Tulsidasas, the Kaviradasas, the Ramadasas, Purandaradasas, thousands of Adishankaras. We have, why not? Only one Adishankara, why? May there be thousands of Vivekanandas, thousands of Aravindos, thousands of Puja Gurudev like Mahatmas. होने दो, more the merrier, isn't it? Let everybody become. Why we limit ourselves only to be a devotee all the time? Good, continue. But we also have to become an example for others by being ourselves such a stalwart in our sadhanas. It's not an ignoble desire, it's not arrogance, it is not a material thing that's asked. Let there be hundreds, thousands of Chhatrapadis, Rana Prataps, the Bhagat Singhs, the Desha Bhaktas, the Dharma Bhaktas, the Shastra Bhaktas, the Daiva Bhaktas. Why not? Every being in this world trotting should become the Prakriti Bhaktas, the Paramadharma Bhaktas. This is a Sankalpa which we are missing to make. Let's make from now. So here she says, anybody coming to us and asking and going without getting has never happened. Keeping this Mother Saraswati's words, here I am praying now, Mother Saraswati, with my closed eyes. You too can join. O Mother, Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhirvautume Sada. Not only to me, the whole Sanatana Dharma should always be successful in sustaining, in growing, in guiding the entire humanity. Let anybody who thinks even a bit negative about Sanatana Dharma should be just wiped up from the whole globe. Just like that, like when a small wind comes, the dust particles go away. In that way, eliminate all this dust and dirt, which is disturbing the noble, sacred, spiritual legacy, spiritual life, and the most beautiful, the Rishi Parampara, the Sanatana Dharma Parampara. I am praying to you, Mother. Now, having done this in the Sarga 42, we are entering to Sarga 43. Om Atha Trichatvarimshaha Sargaha Shri Saraswati Uvacha. Mother Saraswati says, continuation of what she said in earlier, Asmin Ranavare Rajan Martavyam Bhavataduna Praptavyam Praktanam Raja Sarvam Pratyakshamevate. Hey Rajan, O Raja, Asmina Ranavare. This is one of the best yuddha. This is going on. No. Martavyam Bhavata Aduna. You are destined to die in this war. Then Praptavyam, you will be obtaining Praktanam Raja. The Sarvam Pratyakshamevate. So the earlier kingdom again you will get back. Sarvam te Pratyakshameva. This is very conspicuous, clear to you. So Mother Saraswati is very clearly seeing the two aspects of the Raja in future. One is going to die in this kingdom, in this Yuddha. Second, he will become again Raja in that earlier kingdom. Then, how many thousands of things to learn from this? You see, one important is what? Ki, mother need not avoid the mrityu of that Raja. And mrityu and janma and becoming king and all are according to sankalpa and prarabdha. Getting and not getting them from the absolute standpoint have no value, no meaning. Therefore, mother doesn't have any objection, and it's not necessary always that we should become victorious only in the outer things. Even in the defeat, there is a victory. Now you'll be killed there. Very clearly, mother is saying, Asmin Ranavaret, Bhavata Aduna Martavyam. तुम्हें मरना पड़ेगा इस युद्ध में. Isn't it? Think about it. That's how many people have died for bringing freedom to us. How many thousands, lakhs might have died in bringing our, what you call, Rama Mandira back. It's going on, going on. Living and dying is never ever an important thing in Hindu system. What for we are living, what for we are dying, that is important. Live for moksha, and while working for it, even in die, it's not a death. So to live for the dharma rakshana, that life is worthy calling, and then for the sake of that, even everything sacrificed is also worthy. Then praptavyam praktanam raja sarvam pratyaksham evate. Everything is pratyaksha in front of my eyes, therefore I am telling you. So Raja said, मुझे आना है. Yes, yes, you have to die in this yuddha, then you will come. Second, as you desired, Kumarya Mantrina cha eva, along with your Kumari and your Mantri, Tvaya cha, by you, Praktanam Puram Agantavyam. The earlier, in the another Brahmanda it is there, you are supposed to come there. Then, Shavi Bhutam Praptavyam Tat Sharirakam. Your Sharira as the Shava is there, you have to enter into it and live again. So, in that Saraswati Mata's Krupa Shakti, even in that Raja's Tapas Shakti, even in this Leela's Tapas Shakti also, even this is possible that somebody left this body as Padma and lived a kingdom of 70 years there, and yet he can leave it and then come back. Is it not? Is there anything lesser than miracle this one? Mind blowing, isn't it? And yet, all of that from the Brahman standpoint is still in the Chittakasha, Bhutakasha only. Nothing happens to Chidakasha with all these happenings. By listening to this Vedanta again and again and again and again, the reality of the Chidakasha, the Mithyatva of the Chitta and Bhuta Akashas, Chitta and Bhuta Jagats, Chitta and Bhuta Sthai Sthita, Jiva, their Janma Marana, all of that is Mithya. In this knowledge, we have to slowly become deeper, stronger. Then goal is what? Ascertain the goal is to realize that I am that Chidakash. Strengthen करो अपने आप में कि ये मेरा लक्ष्य है. Then become single pointed in knowing and doing the required sadhanas for reaching to that Chidakashosme sthit. Brahmasmi sthit. Spashtam? Next. So अस्मिन् रणवरे राजन् मर्तव्यं भवताधुना प्राप्तव्यं प्राक्तनं राजा सर्वं प्रत्यक्षमेव ते कुमार्या मन्त्रिणा चैव त्वया च प्राक्तनं पुरम् आगन्तव्यं शवीभूतं प्राप्तव्यं तत् शरीरकं तत् शवीभूत शरीरकं प्राप्तव्यं then avam yavaha yatha ayatam. We both, as we have come, we have to leave and we go. Leela says, Saraswati says, me and Leela will go. Vata Rupena cha, by that Vata Rupa, Vayu Rupa, by that Ativahika Rupa, we will go. Tvaya agantavyaha saha deshastu. But by you, again, you have to come to that desha. Kumarya mantrina picha, with your Kumari and Mantri, as you wanted. Then we will live now, that is our power capacity. You have to die and come with the Ativahika Deha, that is yours. So everybody cannot go with the same speed, same time, in the same way. Very subtle thought here. Mother Saraswati indicates with example. What example? Anyaiva gatihi ashvasya. The speed of the horse is different. Gati anya khara ushtrayoho. The donkey's speed is different. Ushtra, the camel's speed is different. Mada svinna kapolasya gatihi anya evadantina. An elephant full of the mother jala, its speed is different. Each of them cannot travel with the same speed. By saying so, every sadhaka with his own capacities, abilities. The doings, the sadhanas done by him will be of different abilities. Same way, his reaching to the higher levels also is not same. Therefore, don't compare with others. Get inspiration from others. Know your capacities, know your status right now. What is the next stage to be reached under the guidance of Guru and Shastra? Know for certain. Try to achieve it. So by saying this, each of the animals' speed is different. Mother Saraswati says, each of us also have different speeds in our sadhana. Don't compare. Focus on your own ability. You intensify it. You take up the process by which your journey is speeded up. है कि नहीं? प्रार्थनास करो, योग साधनाएं करो, इंद्रिय मन बुद्धि आदि का नियंत्रण करो, शास्त्र श्रवण अध्ययन को इंटेंसिफाई करो, keep away from the world. When such things are done, one's speed increases in the adhyatmika pragati. Okay, when this is going on, prastuteti kathayavat mitho madhura bhashino. By these mathura bhashins, Saraswati and Leela in this way when they are talking to Viduratha, Viduratha is responding, etc. very sweetly. Tavat, in the meantime, Pravishya, having entered Sambhrantaha with all wonderment and worry and confusion, Uvacha spoke Urdhvastito Naraha. So the person who was watching what's happening in the night all over the city, the agents, whoever are there, that one of the person came, spoke to Raja. What did he say? Deva, O Lord, Sayaka Chakra Asi Gada Parigha Vrishtimat Mahat Parabalam Praptam Ekarnava Iva Uddhata. So, Sayaka arrows, Chakra the Chakra Ayudas, Asi the swords, Gada having the Gadas, the maze, Parigha that instrument which is the iron at one end, Vrishtimat each of the Ayudas having like the rain, Mahat, very great big amount of Parabalam, the Shatru Balam, the Shatru Sainyam Praptam. It is attacking our kingdom. And what is the bigness and size of that Shatru Sainya? Ekarnava iva uddhataha. Like once all four samudras wanting to come together to become one samudra. In that way, the Shatru Sainya has attacked us Ratorat. They have planned like that. And they are attacking. Hana? Mahat Parabalam Praptam Ekarnaiva Uddhata. Then how are they? Kalpa Kala Anila Uddhuta Kulachala Shila Upamam Gada Shakti Bhushundinam Rushtim Munchati Tushtimat. So, uh, uh, hmm. So Kulachala Shilopamam. Like the Kulachala mountain is very stable and strong, is our kingdom till now. But these enemies have attacked like Kalpakala Anila. Anila is Vayu. Like when Pralayakala comes, the Vayu Udhruti is so much that nothing can stand in front of it. Even big mountains also, like a पेपर या पत्ते की तरह उखाड़ कर हवा में उड़ने लगते. So our kingdom, our Rajya, which is like Kulachala Shila Upama, like the Kulachala Shila, is now attacked by these Maha Pralayakala Kala Vayu Samana Shatru enemies. What are the Ayudas? Gada Shakti Bhushundinam Vrishtim Munchati Tushtimat. So with the raining of all the Gada Shakti Bhushundi as Ayudas, the whole kingdom is attacked. So Nagare, this whole Nagara of our Nagasankashe, which is rock solid like Naga the mountain, Lagnaha, Agnihi, Vyapta Diktataha. All the dishas and all tatas are Vyapta, permeated by the fire, the Agni, infused by these enemies. So these enemies attacking with all the ayudhas and also from all the four directions उन्होंने आग लगा के जला दिया इस राज्य को. And nothing new for us to know. You can see in the Gulf War, Western Asia, before that the Turkey-Russian war or the Israel and Hamas चल ही रहा है, हम देख ही रहे हैं ना. भयंकर युद्ध उन दिनों में भी ऐसा हुआ कि they came attacked with the weapons and also they are burning the entire kingdom. Then Dahan Chata Chata Spotaihi Patayeti Uttamam Purim. This Uttama Puri with all the Uttama buildings and houses to say, houses, they are all falling down. Dahan with burning and then Chata Chata Spotaihi. So Chata Chata शब्द करता हुआ बड़े बड़े घर मकान जो जलाए जा रहे गिर रहे हैं. I'm just explaining verbatim. You can imagine how the enemy log pakka plan karke burning all the houses and attacking with all ayudas. Hanumanji also did same thing, but that is for the Dushta Ravana to teach him a lesson, to weaken him. First in the war he finished so many, and thereafter he has burned Lanka with the tail burnt by Ravana. So Nagare Nagasankashe Lagna Agnihi Vyapta Diktataha Dahan Chata Chataspotaihi Patayati Uttamam Purima. Then Kalpa Ambuda Ghatatulya Vyomni Dhuma Mahadrayaha Jal Balatroddayanam Kartum Pravritta Garuda Iva. So, like, then he says Kalpambuda Ghatatulya. Like Kalpakala Ghatambuda, dense clouds ke saman Vyomni in the Akasha, Dhuma Mahadrayaha, the mountains of smoke and fog is seen. Balatroddayanam Kartum Pravritta Garuda Iva. So, even mountains also, because of burning, as if shaking and moving, everything is burning and appearing as mountainous smoke in the Akash. You have seen recently when the bomb blasts have happened, some of the oil things are burnt. You can see the Akasha Samana, Dhuma, sorry, the Megha Samana or Megha like Pahad Samana. Pahad Samana, Dhuma Megha, like a big mountain, the cloud of the smoke we could see. So this is what is happening. That person came and told. In short, enemies are burning and they are attacking with all the ayudas. Shri Vasishtha Uvacha. Now Vasishtha is telling Rama ki sasambramam vadati evam purushe pavarusha ravaha udabhut parayannasha bahi kolahalo mahan. So by the time that person is telling, even in this room of the Raja Viduratha, where all these people are assembled and talking, that Bhayankara Shabda from outside they were listening of all types of fears and anxieties and worries, miseries and cryings, etc. That whole sound touching even the Akash. Anna? Because of the enemy attacking, people are dying, that type of thing. Anywhere you can see that when there is a oceanic beach, suddenly big waves come, grasping, catching some of the people, others कितना shout करते, भूकंप हो गया, इतना डर कर शोर मचाते हैं कि नहीं, एनी ऑफ द टेररिस्ट अटैक हुआ, एनी फायर एक्सीडेंट हैपेंस, सो दैट यू कैन सी इट, बम ब्लास्ट हुआ है, ओ हो हल्ला जो मचाते हैं ना, वो वाला भयंकर शब्द. So sambramam vadati evam, by the time he is with all sambrama telling it, already that attack has come up to the near of the Raja's palace. So Purusha Ravaha Udabhut Parayan Ashaha. Touching all the directions, the terrible sound is heard. Kolahalo Mahan Bahihi, outside that Bhayankara Kolahala was going on. Then Balad Akarana Krishtanam. And what was the sound? With full strength up to the ears, the arrows are pulled. Dhanusham Saravarshinam. And then hundreds and hundreds of sharas are being thrown as a varsha from that dhanu by the enemies. That zing, 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 like today, that drone attack, missile attack, blasts, sirens, as we listen the sounds in that war zones. There also the sound of the arrows leaving the hundreds and thousands of the dhanuhu of the enemies is being heard. Then Brahmatam Atimattanam Kunjaranam Tarasvinam, then big elephants, both of the enemies who are riding them, or the इस राजा के हाथियां जिनके ऊपर वो लोग बाण वर्षा कर रहे हैं, they are making huge sound. Also, one common thing, the nagara is getting burnt from all directions. जब आग जलता है तो किस तरह का चिल्लाते हैं, हाहाकार मचाना. So balad akarana krishtanam dhanusham sharavarshinam brahmatam atimattanam kunjaranam tarasvinam. All the matta hathi also making their grinkaras sound. Then pure, in that whole nagara or pura, chata chata spotair dahatam jata vedasam. So that jata veda agni making that chata chata shabda is burning. Everything. Pauranam, people are burnt. Dagdha Maha Halahala Ravaihi. The houses are burnt And in that, the children, the women folk, the wife, they are getting burnt. These men folk were trying to save them. They could not save. They are dying with all that burnings. So, Pauranam, Dagdha Dharanam, Maha Hala Halaravaihi, that Kola Dhvani, the Dukha, the Dinata, the Arti, that nobody to protect them, is being heard of the cry of these men folk whose families, wife, mother, children, they are burnt in their houses. बाप रे, जब प्रपंच युद्ध वगैरह होता है ऐसा ही होता है. Every second, third day, we are seeing that's happening. And from that standpoint, being in India so safely is a real blessings we got. What punyam we have done, we don't know. Within our country also, during freedom fighting, during so many other war times, these things have happened. But right now we are safe. Let us pray to the all devatas that let this safety continues. Let us pray and talk to each other, the human beings, to live a good noble life with all our limitations known, without raking up any hatreds, fightings, vengeances, etc. Let everyone live a cohesive life outside, spiritually evolving life inside. As the path you follow, spirituality is always subjective. It has nothing to do with the objective. In one family of five, each one can worship their own Paramatma. It is objective, but outside as a family can stay together. Let that maturity come to all. Let Bharat Mata be safe and secured all the time. Again, Mother Saraswati said, nobody goes without being blessed coming to me. Let us pray to Mother Saraswati and all devatas. Let Bharat Mata be always samrakshita, surakshita in all aspects. Isn't it? See our Bhagwan's Krupa every day in the morning also, in the Vedic Parayana, from Atharana Veda. Every of the devatas we are praying for the Shishta Rakshana, for the protection of the good and dharma. Here also. So Pure Chata Chata Spotair Dahatam Jatavedasam Pauranam Dagda Dharanam Maha Hala Halaravahi Taratam Agni Khandanam. So the Agni Khandas, you know, big chunks of fire that is burning. Tankarha Katitha Ravaihi. So the Tankara Dhvani of the Agni Khanda, big sound is heard. Jalitanam Parispandat Dhagat Dhagatiti Archisham. So that Agni Archisha, kahin Chata Chata Shabda, kahin Daha Daha Shabda, kahin Dhagat Dhagat Shabda, it is making depending on what it is burning. है कि नहीं? In houses are burnt, in that houses also the clothes are burnt, different sound. The wooden things are burnt, different sound. The people are burnt, that is different sound. So Agni is consuming all of that. Next, Athavatayanath Devyau Mantri Raja Viduratah Dadrushu Prolasannadam Mahanishi Mahapuram. Atha, now Vatayanath, from that window, Vatayana means Vata is wind. Ayana is the path for it to come. So that which allows the wind to come, that's why in English it's called as a window. In Sanskrit also it allows the Vata to come. Therefore the Vata Ayana. Ayana means the path for the Vayu to come inside. So through the windows and ventilators, Devyau, both Saraswati Mata and Leela, they have not yet left. They are still there, Leela. Then Mantri, the one who is there, Raja, Vidurataha, King, Dadrushuhu, they from that window saw Pra Ullasan Nadam, the terrible sound. Mahanishi, in the dark night, Mahapuram, the whole Pura is filled with that Bhayankara Sannada, the Shabda going on because of the attack of the enemies. So रातों रात उन्होंने अटैक किया, ये रात का समय. So because that Raja after that day's war went for sleep, that time only these two have entered through that Arandhra. Then they woke up Mantri, then they woke up Raja. That's how the whole thing we know. So all this is happening at the Ratri Samaya. So Ratri Samaya only the enemies also attacked. Then what they were seeing and listening was the terrible sound. Then Pralaya Anala Sankshubdha Purna Ekarna Paramhasa. So the whole fire is like Samudra only of the time of Pralaya Kala, consuming the entire Pura. Purnam Parabalena Ugra Heti Megha Tarangina. So the Megha Tarangas ki tarah Heti Adi all Ayudas are being used by the enemies. With that the whole Nagara. Purna with Agni, Purna with the Ayudha attack. Kalpanta Vahni Vigalan Meru Bhudhara Bhasurai. है ना? Like the Meru Parvata are the clouds of the Dhuma there, like that of Kalpanta Vahni. So this is how it is happening. So or Kalpanta Vahni Vigalan Meru Bhudhara Bhasurahi Dahyamanam Mahajwala Jalair Ambara Purakaihi. So like Pralayagni when it is burning, the whole Akasha is filled with the Agni as well as the Dhuma Adi. So, मुष्टिग्राह्य महामेघ गर्जा संतर्जितोर्जितैः घोरम कलकलारावैर मांसलैर दस्यु जल्पितैः. So the terrible weapons they are using, Shatrus attacking, Agnijwala is there. In the Pralaya Kala, how the Sumeru Parvata is burnt by the Agni, that is how the whole Pura was appearing. Then मुष्टिग्राह्य महामेघ गर्जानंतर्जितोर्जितैः घोरम कलकलारावैर मांसलैर रस्यु जल्पितैः. Then what happened next? Yes, Ghoram Kalakalaravair Mamsalair Dasyu Jalpitaihi. So there are some of the chore log who are looting the things and go away. By the time they are moving, somebody's arrows are attacking them and they are getting killed that way. Then Pushkaravarta Samkasha Dhumrabra Pihita Ambaram. See, Pushkaravarta Megh ke saman, the whole Akasha is filled with the Dhuma. Prodina Hemagra Nibhair Jwala Punjair Nirantaram. So the Jwala Punja, the burning fire, consuming the whole Pura, that color of the fire is appearing like Hema Agra Nibhaihi, the golden uh, gold ki tarah, the whole Agni is consuming that Nagara. And that fire got its fuel of, इसको अनल कहते हैं, अलम नहीं है. It never says sufficient, it goes on consuming. So consumable, so many things are there for that fire. It's going on blazing only. So Pushkaravartha, then Prodina Hemagra Nibhair Jwala Punjay Nirantaram Tarad Ulmuka Khanda Ugra Tara Taralita Ambaram. Then the small wooden pieces or big ones burning and they are raising in the sky, appearing like the तारा only. वो ज्वाला अग्नि बहुत होता है ना, तो उसमें ये छोटे छोटे से जलते हैं, हवा में उड़ने लगते. सो दी लकड़ के टुकड़े हवा में उड़ते हुए लुकिंग लाइक द तारा ओनली. उल्मुख खंड मीन्स मशाल, जो जला हुआ लकड़ी. Then Ugra Tara Taralita Ambaram, filled with those things is the Akasha, like the Taras. Then Anyonya Desha Sadma Ogha Prajwala Janachalam. So then what? The fire burning this house, going to the next house, burning that house, going to the next house. Anyonya Desha Sadma Ogha Prajwala Janachalam. And then the people who are trying to escape, some are wounded and escaping, some are safely escaping. Many are not able to escape. They are getting burnt in that only. Then Hatha Sainya Purapatam. So many of the Sainyas were being burnt there, killed in that. Then Dhrutangarabhra Kotaraihi. Then the whole Akasha is burning. Some holes in between are seen for the Akasha to be seen. Then Karkasha Akranda Nirdhagda Lokapuga Ugra Garchitam. Some because of the arrows hitting them, some because of the other weapons hitting, some because of the legs and hands cut to, some because of the terrible fire consuming them. They are making the Karkasha Akranda. Karkasha is very harsh Akranda, cry as if the throat itself is getting broken. They are making the Akrandana, the Nada, the Rodana, the Dukkha Yukta, what is a weeping there. People filled with those dukkha. You can imagine, people night time sleeping. Suddenly these type of calamities happen. Out of this bhaya, out of this dukkha, कितना उनको दुखा रोना होता है. That is the scene there. These people are watching from the window. All that is happening. The whole Pura is attacked. So a moment's pause. It is again the Veshti and Samashti karma phala makes such terrible wholesale happening, killings happening there. It may be Paraspara Yuddha, it may be any of the Prakritika Vilayas and Pralayas, it can be the mistakes done by the human beings, the pilot's mistake, the flight collapsed, all 280 passengers died. Or the train driver's mistake, same track, two trains collided, 400 people died. Or the driver was inadvertent, the bus while taking the turn fell in that valley, 40 people died. See, we are seeing all of them. Superficially ऊपर से देखो तो these are all accidents. But within sublime, nothing happens without the reason. So that is how every individuals as a jiva journeys continue through sukha dukkha in this way as they have their own kaika, vachika, manasika, punya and papa karmas done knowingly or unknowingly. ये थोड़ा माइंड में रख लेना. And all of this should give us a viveka and vairagya ki living life as a jiva at the upadhi level, knowingly and unknowingly doing the punya and papa karmas, we have to go through such a tragedy. Better to rise above all the upadhis and realize the nirupadhika brahman, isn't it? Having seen our own past lives, this life only, having seen what's going on in the world, having seen these type of incidents, having heard about them in Purana Itihasa, more important than all that, having heard the Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Vidya, and the Shastras, सारे पूरे मिलाकर within us, isn't it? That jignasa to know the reality and rise above the upadhi level of jivana of the janma marana. Are we getting the desire? Are we getting that shubhecha, that jignasa, that mumukshuta? सब मिलकर ये हमारे दिल में होना है. ये सब शास्त्रों का पढ़ने का वही लक्ष्य है. ये सारे जीवन में जो हो रहा है देखने का वही लक्ष्य है कि इन दिस लिमिटेड वर्ल्ड ऑफ उपाधिज नथिंग बट मिजरी. So here one thing is what in that Shatrus attack, they are getting killed in wholesale. If the Shatrus don't attack, does it mean that they won't die? Every one of them die again. It's only a question of few more years living. And in the war, they are dying with the burning of the fire or the arrows. Otherwise, they die with the old age or any disease or bathroom में पाँव फिसल के. तो मरना तो है ही. Isn't it? Even if the war is avoided, like as we said just now, thank God in India, such yuddhas are not there. Does it mean that the people in India are without death? Every day, some are their big stalwarts are dying, only the artists, the politicians. हमारा भी बारी आता है. जाता से भी ध्रुव मृत्यु हो. No doubt. In what way we die? Depends on our karma and karma. So, with all this listening, that thought should come in us. Deep thought should come in us. That I want to rise above this Janma Marana Chakra at the body level. And hunger and thirst chakra at the prana level. I want to rise above the Shoka Moha of the mind. And I want to rise above the Jnana Ajnana of the Buddhi. All are conditionings. And I want to rise above the Karta Bhokta sthiti of the ego. I just want to be in that eternal, infinite, blissful Atma sthiti. Now, all the Shastra Adhyana should lead to this conviction. Then study more on the Upanishads, desire more for that state, know how that state is achieved, and keep the examples of the great saints and sages of the past and also of the present who have reached for inspiration, for again and again to tell us that yes, that is achievable. नहीं तो डर लगता है हमको मिलेगा कि नहीं परमात्मा तत्व. अरे इतने संत लाखों करोड़ों संत. No, no, in all our Shruti Smriti Puranas, Itihasas, only a 0.01% of the realized saints only reported. Like if you listen about the Atri, Bhrugu, Vaashishtha, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angirasa Rishi, is it that only those are the rishis who have realized Brahman? No. They were stalwarts, they have done lots of contribution. Therefore, through Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa, their names have become familiar and popular. It doesn't mean only they are the ones. Unnamed millions are there. Millions means millions. For example, in today's Bharata Mata, any of the Punya Kshetras you go, hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people are doing their sadhana. So in the time of maturity, all of them will realize the Paramatma, whether they will be known by the world or not. Every realized saint may not be known to the world, and only those who are known are not the only ones. You understand? The thousands who doesn't want to come onto the limelight बस अपना तत्व को जान लिया मुक्त हो गए वो लाखों करोड़ों है. In every year, every generation, such great jnanis. Some of them chosen by the Ishvara come into the world and do some of the work or prachara. Their name remains in the history books. And many of the people, their name also doesn't remain in the history books for a long time. Isn't it? Only when we study Bhagavatam, we know about somebody called Shukadeva. And because we are studying this, little idea we are getting about the wisdom of Saint Vasishtha ji. इन लोगों का भी कोई जबरदस्ती में पाठ पढ़ा है तो ही पता चलता है. Not to talk about many others. What we are talking here is this truth is realized by millions, millions, millions from the beginning of creation till now. Therefore, we too can realize. Let that thought be strengthened. Let that become a strong conviction. नहीं तो मन को डर लगता है, संशय होता है, सब छोड़कर ध्यान तो कर रहा हूं, मिलेगा कि नहीं परमात्मा. अरे भाई है ही परमात्मा, ये लो नहीं सत्य. अदर देन हिम एवरीथिंग इज मिथ्या. Okay, in this way, continuation. Ananta jantu bhojyana vahnibuktendana spraham krushanukada naracha nirantar tarambaram 20 mantras visa remaining will continue tomorrow. Sarvam Ramarpanam Om Purnada Madaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Let us study our Lagu Bhakya Vritti. Just two more mantras, 17 and 18. Come.